Okay, classic gamification fails. Certainly, a lot of organizations are onboarding gamification platforms, and there's a couple things that you do not want to do that oftentimes are commonplace when organizations do onboard them. First and foremost is do not try to boil the ocean all at once, meaning you have lots of data, you want to make lots of changes, but ultimately you want to give these compartmentalized nuggets of focus to your people. It's virtually impossible for your people to be able to focus on 12, 15, 20 different data points and effectively move the needle and create new normals. So put them into categories: productivity, quality, compliance, efficiency, rank in terms of hierarchy, where the most important and most impactful KPIs are at the top of your list, and focus on those. Once you end up creating those new normals, you stick that behavior, then you can pivot and go in another direction. The second way you will classically fail with gamification is if you, in fact, just let it sit there, right? It's the shiny new toy. But there are so many good ways to keep gamification fresh. You must use it. It's like a telephone. It does you no good if you do not pick it up when it rings and you do not pick it up to place a phone call. You have to be involved with your gamification platform, adjusting what your goals are, adjusting the game mechanics in order to affect your outcomes. You have to utilize the platform. If you think you're going to get gamification and let it sit there on the shelf and just let it work automatically, it will be a disaster. So you have to commit to use it. A lot of times you're talking 7 to 10 hours a week for most organizations, which is minimal. You do not need a separate person to do this either. Typically, it's assigned to one person like a game master. This person can have their normal job, but they would be the one that has a responsibility to throw those game mechanic levers to make sure that you are getting the ROI that you need and it's super effective and it stays fresh. So those are two classic examples of not to do when you are going ahead and onboarding gamification platform.